Okay, some more recap starters. So pause the video, have a go at these 3 questions, please. Hopefully you've had a go at that one. Pause the video, have a go at this one. Do the best you can to draw the grid without having to print this off. Okay, let's have a go through these questions. So, first one, ratios. So, I could draw a box method for this. I would end up having 2, 5, 10 tiles. So, check that I've got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tiles. And I'm going to split it in the ratio 2 to 3 to 5. And this is Anna, Beth, and Carla. Different to some other ratio questions, normally we'd call this whole bar 75, but the question specifically says that Carla received £75. So it's just this section that shows what £75 represents. So 5 boxes equals £75. So to find what one of these boxes would be, we need to do 75 divided by 5. When I do that, I'm going to get 15. So in each of these boxes, I'll do the best I can to cram it in. We're going to have £15. And the way we set these boxes up, they're all equal sized. So every box represents £15. So after we do this diagram, the reason I like doing it becomes so much easier to answer what the question is afterwards. Well, how much does Beth get? Well, Beth gets 3 boxes worth of £15. So she gets £45. And we're done with that question. Simplifying this, let's take the top line first. When we multiply with the same base, so 7 is our base, and they're the same numbers, we can add the powers. So 7 squared times by 7 cubed will be 7 to the power of 5. If you're wanting to know a reason on that, I would probably advise looking for another video to go into more depth. Then we're going to have to look at the bottom, so we've got a division there. When we divide with the same base, we subtract powers. So that's going to turn into 7 to the power of 4. And it doesn't want you to figure out what that is. You'd happily leave it as 7 to the power of 4. Midpoint of these two. So, kind of some point like that. Best way to find the midpoint is to add your x coordinates together. So we've got 4 plus -2, and then divide it by 2. That's going to find the midpoint of your x coordinate. So that will be 4 plus -2 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. So that's for my x's. Do the same for your y's. So 9 plus 2, all divided by 2. So that's 11 divided by 2, so 5.5. So my coordinate would be 1, 5.5, or you can leave that as 11 over 2 if you want to. So you could leave it like that. Either one is fine. Okay, completing this table. So it's a bit of substitution. So this one here is basically saying when x is -2. So we want to do 4 lots of -2 squared. Hopefully knowing that -2 times -2 means -2 squared. And when we do that, we get positive 4. So it's 4 subtract 4, which will be 0. And when we go here, well, in fact, you'll find it's the same thing, because 4 subtract 2 squared again is 4 subtract 4, 0. If you're doing this on your calculator, especially for this one, you need to have brackets around it. Otherwise you'll get an incorrect answer. You'll get probably 8. You'll get 8 if you don't do that. And that you'll see when I plot the graph that it wouldn't seem right. So I need to put my coordinates -3 and -5. So plot my coordinate here, and I'll tick that one off to show I've done it. -2, 0. Plot a little coordinate there. -1, 3. Put a little tick that I've done that one. 0, 4. 1, 3. And 2, 0. Not dot to dot. Do your best to do a nice smooth curve between them, and you can continue it down. You can see with the quadratic that this would be the point where it's maximum, and around that it's symmetrical, so you might be able to see that these points have the same values, but one's positive and negative. These have the same values, and my line's quite accurate here. I would predict, and I'm pretty sure if we substituted in 3, we would get this coordinate here, the same as we've got on this left side, but the positive version, because a quadratic, which is an x squared graph, is always symmetrical by the point where it's at its maximum.